Right now at 10, UWL's Chancellor Joe Gao was fired tonight due to his involvement in online pornography. And Sage Hickey returns to La Crosse County Court, this time for a different offense. Plus, the teen believed to be responsible for a fire at the Sparta Walmart appears in court.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Emily Brown. We have breaking news tonight. UWL Chancellor Joe Gao has been fired for producing online pornography. Earlier tonight, the UW Board of Regents unanimously voted to fire Gao after discovering videos on porn websites that feature him and his wife. According to the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel, Gao and his wife are featured on several porn websites under the name Sexy Happy Couple. The couple also having a cooking YouTube channel called Sexy Healthy Cooking. Gao has been UWL's chancellor since 2007 and was the current longest-serving chancellor in the UW system. Gao previously was reprimanded and denied a pay raise over his 2018 decision to invite adult film actress Nina Hartley to speak on UWL's campus. Hartley is featured on Gao's YouTube page. Earlier this year, Gao announced his plans to step down from his role as chancellor at the end of the 2023-24 academic year. It was planned for Gao to move into a faculty role at the end of the academic year. Gao has reportedly been placed on administrative leave. In a statement, Universities of Wisconsin President Jay Rothman called Gao's actions abhorrent. Rothman says, quote, "In recent days, we learned of specific conduct by Dr. Gao that has subjected the university to significant reputational harm." Rothman also said he filed a complaint for Gao's status as a tenured faculty member to be reviewed. UW La Crosse Provost Betsy Morgan has been appointed interim chancellor. The man involved in the death of a La Crosse teenager is back in court today, but this time for drugs. 19-year-old Sage Hickey appeared in La Crosse County Court today for allegedly trying to sneak LSD-soaked paper into jail. Thomas DeWitt also appeared today. He is the 18-year-old that allegedly attempted to deliver the drugs to Hickey behind bars. If convicted, they both face charges of conspiracy to deliver LSD on or near certain places, which is a Class E felony, punishable by up to 15 years in prison. Just 12 days ago, Hickey was sentenced to 2 years in prison for felony charges of intimidating a witness and unlawful possession of a firearm as a convicted felon. The charge of first-degree intentional homicide was dropped. The woman believed to have lit a fire in Sparta Walmart appeared in court today. 17-year-old Emma Smith is charged with felony counts of arson, first-degree recklessly endangering safety, and criminal damage to property. She is also charged with a misdemeanor count of disorderly conduct. According to Sparta police, the fire caused over $7 million in damage and loss. Smith is currently out of jail and on a $5,000 cash bond and is being GPS monitored. She is not allowed to possess matches, torches, or lighters and can't have contact with any Walmart store in Monroe County. Smith is allowed to attend school and only allowed to leave her home with prior approval. La Crescent police are releasing details about a train that was on fire. According to a release, firefighters were called to the Shore Acres Road bypass for a train fire around noon Wednesday. It was initially believed that there was hazardous waste involved in the fire. Police arrived first and learned a Canadian Pacific Railroad train engine had been on fire, but the train crew was able to put it out. The crew said there was no threat involving hazardous waste. The train engine was towed away and a new one replaced it.
Yeah, overall, another mild day with the sun that actually peaked out a little bit more, especially towards the evening and up to the north. So overall, you look at temperatures right now are not too bad for this time of year. We're still in the upper 20s for most locations. If we zoom in across the region, mid to upper 20s in most areas, besides the cold spots that are in the low 20s, but all in all, not too bad of a late December evening. Overall, big picture shows the moisture that we're tracking is coming in from the east. That is what's going to be for the morning commute. That snow and rain eventually will get over into the area, but it'll take several more hours to get there. Overall temperatures, you can see there, current there. Big picture shows it's rotating all around, a couple lows. This is part of a big low that actually is beginning to fall apart, but still encompassing most of the eastern part of the U.S. currently right now. We just got one more day of it. So you wake up for Eau Claire, just a few snow showers probably, but most of that should be probably south of I-90 or east of it through the morning hours. La Crosse stands a better shot of seeing that light snow or changing to rain. Once again, wet roads are likely, not seeing much in the accumulation as we warm up to the mid-30s. So what you need is you do need a little winter gear tomorrow, but it's not going to be that big of a period. And really for July or December standards, excuse me, it's not that much snow, but I'll track out how much we may get and what those conditions look like for New Year's, which still look overall not that bad.
Okay, looking forward to that. Thank you, Greg. Michigan Supreme Court handed former President Donald Trump a legal victory today, ruling that his name could remain on the ballot for the upcoming Republican primary. CBS's Scott McFarland reports the decision comes after Colorado's Supreme Court said Trump was disqualified from holding office again because he took part in an insurrection by supporting the January 6th attack on the Capitol.
Nearly 3 years to the day after January 6th, Donald Trump is tangled in a growing number of legal battles over his role in what happened that day. The Michigan Supreme Court today swatted away a request to prevent Trump from appearing on the state's 2024 primary ballot for allegedly violating the 14th Amendment's ban on supporting insurrection. The court order said we are not persuaded that the questions presented should be reviewed by this court. The decision is the opposite of one reached by Colorado's Supreme Court last week, which ruled by a 4-3 margin to strip Trump from that state's primary ballot. The FBI tells CBS News it's investigating threats against the Colorado justices amid reports of calls for their arrest or execution in the days after the ruling. With more than a dozen states now reviewing these types of challenges, the stage could be set for a review and decision by the U.S. Supreme Court early next year.
Right now, we have different results from different states. I think the Supreme Court's going to be concerned about that.
Trump today said any attempt to keep him off the primary ballot is a pathetic gambit to rig the election, and that Colorado is the only state to have fallen prey to the scheme.
I don't think this is the last word. Potentially, at some point in the future, Mr. Trump is subject to a potential criminal conviction that could change the analysis under Section 3 of the 14th Amendment.
Today, special counsel Jack Smith indicated in a court filing he may call members of Congress at Trump's criminal trial and ask the judge to block Trump from arguing police were responsible for the attack on the Capitol. That trial is set to begin March 4th, but it could be delayed as an appeals court reviews Trump's argument that he's shielded from prosecution by presidential immunity. The U.S. Supreme Court has opted not to intervene and settle that dispute, at least not yet. Scott McFarland, CBS News, the Capitol.
Still ahead, an escalating migrant crisis on the southern border. Another caravan of thousands of migrants set out from southern Mexico for the U.S. this week.
So I come to this country looking for opportunities, and I found out in Pilgrims. The opportunities in here are like infinity. Give Pilgrims an opportunity, it's gonna be great, and it's a really, really good place to work.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra, available with the connected driving experience and the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Or just in time for the holidays, get $3,500 purchase cash on select 2023 Sierra models. Or get a total of $6,000 purchase allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
Corporate travel can come with surprises, and it's about time your hotel works for you. What's that? You forgot your toiletries? Holiday Inn has you covered. From the delicious breakfast served hot and ready to helping you relax. Need a good workout? Let our staff do the heavy lifting. Our state-of-the-art workout facility will get you in and out before your next meeting. Holiday Inn Express in Onalaska, taking customer service to a whole new level.
My career path, I started as a quality technician and was promoted 3 times in 3 years, and now I'm a quality lead. I encourage others to apply at Pilgrims for the pay, the hours, the benefits, and to be one big loving family.
U.S. officials flew back from Mexico tonight after holding meetings to deal with the escalating migrant crisis at the U.S. southwestern border. Another caravan of thousands of migrants set out from southern Mexico for the U.S. this week. CBS News correspondent Nicole Skanga reports on talks from Washington.
Mexican President Andrés Manuel López Obrador greeted U.S. officials, including Secretary of State Antony Blinken and Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas, as they try to make headway on the escalating numbers of migrants flowing through Mexico on their way to the U.S. They include hundreds trying to get warm along train tracks in the Mexican city of Chihuahua. Mexican officials stopped the trains they were traveling on top of as they try to stem the flow of some of the migrants. Venezuelan migrant Haley Peraza is among them. This is really hard, she says about her journey that started 3 months ago. But officials have done little to stop others, like this group of an estimated 8,000 migrants, many from Central America and Venezuela, currently heading north in Mexico. As many as 10,000 migrants a day have approached the U.S. southern border this month. Blinken was in Mexico to ask for more help. López Obrador says he's willing if the U.S. supplies additional aid to the countries the migrants are fleeing. Cities housing thousands of the migrants who do enter the U.S. say they don't have enough resources.
We expect the surge to intensify in the coming days and weeks.
New York City Mayor Eric Adams announced an executive order requiring charter buses transporting migrants to provide 32 hours notice before they reach the city.
We cannot allow buses with people needing our help to arrive without warning at any hour of day and night.
New York City has taken in more than 150,000 migrants in less than 2 years. Nicole Skanga, CBS News, Washington.
The mayors of New York, Chicago, and Denver held a meeting today as they tried to pressure the federal government for more help. Still ahead, the New York Times is suing OpenAI and Microsoft for copyright infringements. The latest in just a few minutes.
Now we got snow is back in the picture for your Thursday morning commute, but it won't last long. I'll tell you how much we may get, what the roads look like, if we got any other snow coming before the new year starts. All that coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Recharge from the holidays with a new Toyota at Toyotathon.
I have got a truckload of new Toyotas out front.
Check them out.
Something I said?
Yes.
Get 3.99% APR plus $1,000 cash back on Tacoma when you finance through Toyota Financial Services. Toyota, let's go places.
Thousands of our heroes face the difficult choice between keeping their heat and power on or facing homelessness. 21,000 Wisconsin veterans are living below the poverty line, many impacted by physical or mental health challenges. Wisconsin loses 3 veterans to suicide every week. Together, our mission is to provide all struggling Wisconsin veterans with a critical survival safety net that keeps them safely in their homes. You can make a real difference by providing a donation to the Wisconsin Heat and Housing for Heroes initiative, with 95 cents of every dollar donated going directly to those right here in your community. Help by visiting www.heatforheroes.org or by calling 1-800-891-9276. That's 800-891-9276.
Garbage day!
Here you go.
Russell! I swear I've been seeing you everywhere.
I've been busy.
Escape the chaos of everyday life and experience true relaxation and improved health at Revive Wellness Spa. Unlike any spa in the area, Revive Wellness Spa is your first choice for self-care. Our services include red light therapy, meditation pod, an infrared sauna, a float tank, and so much more. Call or book online today and receive up to 60% off your first service. Don't forget to ask about our detox specials.
The holidays are winding down.
Coming through.
Time to recharge with a new Toyota during the final days of Toyotathon.
Get $1,000 cash back on your favorite models when you finance through Toyota Financial Services. Toyota, let's go places.
The Board Store Home Improvements family wishes you a Happy New Year. Visit soon to plan your 2024 home improvement project. It's never too early to dream.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
Some good news, gasoline prices will drop in 2024 for the second year in a row. That's according to projections from GasBuddy. The industry tracker predicts Americans will spend $32 billion less at the pump next year. It projects an average per gallon price of $3.38 in the upcoming election year. That would be 13 cents less than this year and a big drop from 2022's average per gallon of $3.95. The forecast would be good news for consumers who are highly sensitive to swings in the cost of living, especially at the gas pump. A couple of years ago, gasoline prices skyrocketed to record highs as Russia's invasion of Ukraine set off global shockwaves. The New York Times is suing OpenAI and Microsoft for copyright infringement. The complaint was filed Wednesday. In it, the Times alleges the company's artificial intelligence technology illegally copied millions of news organizations' articles to train ChatGPT to provide people with information. As a result, the Times alleges the technology is now competing with their own company. According to the complaint, the Times claims it first discovered its work was being used to train ChatGPT months ago and has since been trying to receive compensation. But the Times alleges it was unable to reach a resolution with the companies. The Times is seeking unspecified monetary damages as well as the destruction of the artificial intelligence models that incorporate its journalism. Microsoft and OpenAI have yet to respond to requests for comment. Well, we've had our fair share of mild temperatures this December. Will this trend continue, and for how long? Let's send it over to Greg to see what's to come.
Yeah, we still have the mild conditions, maybe not the 40s and 50s, but it definitely is not going to be anywhere closer to average, which we should be in the 20s. But right now we got two things to focus on. One continues to be the spin there with that low that continues to just meander and eventually fall apart, but it's taking its time. We have that moisture coming across, which will impact us later tonight or tomorrow morning. And then a weak system out to the Pacific Northwest, which eventually will ride up into Canada and then come back south for our next chance of snow, and that'll be probably Saturday night or early New Year's Eve day. But that's not going to be a big event. The first one here, like I said, a few snow showers north of I-94. Those areas won't see much at all or just a very brief period of it. If you're between 90 and 94, you have that light snow in the morning, and then areas south of 90 towards southwest Wisconsin, that's where you could see snow and or rain continuing all the way through the afternoon hours. Regardless of how much or what you get, we're only expecting wet roads at the most. The snow rate won't be that high as it comes down, and our temperatures will be fairly close to freezing or rising throughout the day as it does change over to snow. So once again, it's an event, but nothing significant, but you will see the snow for your morning commute, something we haven't seen too much of so far this month. And here, if you track it out, by the time we get to about 4 a.m., Eau Claire will get it. About 6 or 7 will cross, we'll finally get some snow, and then later on about 7 to 8 further south we'll generally get that light snow. And eventually as we get towards 8 or 9, you'll start seeing more pink, green. That means it's starting to transition to more rain or snow mix. And eventually areas up to the north of Eau Claire will start quitting about 10 to 11. And then further south, it'll be through the afternoon, but by the time we get to noon, a lot of this begins to change, just a very light rain or light rain snow mix, and then eventually everything begins to wrap up to the afternoon hours for areas south of Sparta. But once again, this will just be light snow. If you see the temperatures here, they rise up into the mid-30s, and even when we do snow, it's only around freezing, so that's why we don't expect road conditions to be that much of an issue. By the time we get tomorrow evening at this point, we're going to see cloud cover begin to break up a little bit. Temperatures will be back down to around freezing this point tomorrow night. Limited impacts, once again, mainly to the south. You could see maybe on untreated roads, more sheltered roads, less traveled roads, could see maybe something on them, but I think most of it'll be on grassy areas if they get up to an inch, or probably an inch to an inch and a half to get closer to Madison with this event. Otherwise, as that leaves, we have the next front that's going to dive south. That's our snow chance coming in for Sunday, Saturday night into New Year's Day. Not a very big event. It will be a colder event, so we'll probably have a little bit of light snow to go with that coming in New Year's Day, but it shouldn't impact any of the activities going into New Year's Eve, as that will kick east by the time we get there. And then next week, really, it's a quiet pattern. We've got a few fronts that come down to the south, but overall, it's nothing that big. And temperature-wise, We're not going to see much change, just cooling down a little bit towards New Year's Day, probably getting closer to average, but still not too bad. And then we'll kind of warm back up next week off and on, and we'll see if we got a little bit of a change maybe coming towards the next half of next week where we could get colder. Just depends how the pattern plays out. But for tonight, upper 20s, low 30s. That snow will begin to push into the area late tonight. And then tomorrow, rain and snow to the further south. It'll start ending to the north around noon. Temperatures mid to upper 30s. Once again, some wet roads to probably contend with. Maybe a little light dusting on grassy areas in certain areas. As we get to Friday, should be a real nice day. Low 40s, plenty of sunshine, at least in the afternoon. And as we go to New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, we'll cool back down, but still we should be in the upper 20s by this point, so still above average. There are some signs towards the later half of next week that we're going to get colder, but there's kind of some mixed signals on that too. So we'll just keep tuning on that. But overall, not a bad forecast still.
Not bad. I had my heater off for a few days. I even had to turn the fan on because it was so mild, but it looks like I'm going to have to crank it up now.
We're back to that.
It's getting cold. All right. Thank you, Greg. Coming. A couple of our area schools are hosting holiday basketball tournaments, including a big one over in West Salem. Kate has the highlights after the break.
You may think you know how to decorate a house for Christmas time, but this property, yeah, it's pretty much got you beat. We'll introduce you to the Rittenhouse Winter Wonderland in Elroy, only on News 8 Now.
Save with holiday hot deals. Fresh ground beef, just $2.99 for a 1-pound roll. Jack's Pizza, just $2.49. And avocados, just 49 cents each. Only at Hy-Vee.
Hi, it's Elvis Duran. Thanks for listening. I think what makes our show unique is perspective. Many different voices, many different points of view.
If you're going to say don't ask me, we're going to ask you. If you want to.
Wow. We are just the family sitting around the table in the morning. Very dynamic individuals, though.
Yeah! Hi, it's Elvis Duran from the Mix Morning Show. Wake up with us every morning on Mix 96.
Whatever the holidays mean to you, get the most out of it in a new Honda. Whether it's taking the gang to the slopes in an available all-wheel drive Pilot, delivering presents in a rugged Passport, or hauling a few toys for yourself in a powerful Ridgeline. Your holiday adventure awaits with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Save every day this holiday with Perks prices. Hy-Vee shredded cheese, H Perks price $1.99. Chiquita bananas, H Perks price 39 cents a pound. And Ritz crackers, H Perks price $3.48. Sign up for Hy-Vee Perks today.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Kate Overton.
Welcome to News 8 Now Sports. I'm Kate Overton filling in for Rob Schiff. Big week of high school hoops. We've got multiple schools hosting holiday basketball tournaments, including a big one over in West Salem. 4 boys teams, 4 girls teams facing off for some really fun basketball. Let's go over to West Salem High School. Panther girls team facing off with Milwaukee Academy of Science. Back and forth game early on. Down low to Reese Sackett. Can't get it to go through the contact, but Megan Johnson right there for the putback. Panthers up, and then later Sam Niemeyer finds McKenna Eiley, and then she goes right back out to Sydney Quick, puts one up from 3 and knocks it down. Panthers in front still in the first half. Niemeyer down low to Sackett. She goes over the double team and puts it in. The Panthers would trail at the break, but check this out. Second half, West Salem down 1 with 5 seconds left, but Megan Johnson finds her spot and nails it. Buzzer beater. Johnson finished with 35 points. West Salem gets the win 77-76. And then earlier in the afternoon, we had Caledonia boys taking on Melrose Mindoro. Warriors leading early on, but the Mustangs breaking through the full court press, and Jordan Ramsey lays it in. That cuts into the lead, but Caledonia would answer. Mason King gets the loose ball up the court on the fast break, finds William Hahn, who puts in the reverse layup. Warriors cruising. Mustangs not giving in. Corbin Lockington finds a cutting Colin Christensen. He puts in a reverse layup of his own for another 2 points, but Caledonia just relentless on the court. Finds the open man. Garrett Kahns knocks down the 3 ball. Warriors would go on to win 92-37. All right, so the Caledonia then will face off with West Salem as the Panther boys got the win tonight over Sparta 72-51. Panthers versus Warriors tomorrow at 4:15 at West Salem. Aquinas, they're hosting their own holiday tournament. Blue Gold's in action tonight, taking on Cambridge, and Aquinas brought the heat. Check out this ball movement over to Walter Burns from beyond the arc. That's cash. Blue Gold's with the lead. Later, defense turns to offense. Jonathan Skemp with the steal. He's going to go all the way, lays it in, adds to the lead. Still in the first half, Blue Gold's in transition. Skemp dishes it to Burns. He lays it in for an easy 2, and he wasn't done. Find the hot hand. Burns in the corner all alone, and you can't let that happen. Knocks down the corner 3. Blue Golds go on to win 71-53. So then they'll face GET as Cody Schmitz and the Redhawks took down Northwestern earlier this evening, 100-68. I know my graphic says 99, but the 100 wouldn't fit. They scored too many points. GET versus Aquinas tomorrow night at 7:15. Another holiday tournament up in Winona, the Cotter girls facing New Ulm. Closing seconds of the first half, Cotter's Lucy Fitch pulls up for 3 after a couple of bounces on the rim. That shot falls. Ramblers lead by 8, but the Eagles start soaring in the second half. Devaney Dreckman goes coast to coast for the lay-in. New Ulm now up 5. Ramblers looking to battle their way back. Kaylin Ubil knocks down the triple as they now only trail by 2, but New Ulm would hold on to the lead the rest of the way as they get the win 74-68. All right, Winona Cotter boys now facing off with Richland Center. First half, Cotter's Bobby Sandcork comes up with a steal. A couple of passes later, Ian Schmidt lays it in for 2. Ramblers lead by 6. Later, the Hornets Wes Bosworth go into the hoop for the tough 2 and a trip to the line. Richland Center down by just 4, but the Ramblers would find their groove. Schmidt backing his way to the basket. He collects 2 more. Cotter gets the win 80-65. All right, in the NBA tonight, Bucks on the road against the Nets. First quarter, Bucks in transition. Middleton finds Giannis, and he goes straight to the hoop, splits the defenders, and lays it in. Second quarter, Middleton crossing up the defense, puts up the floater, and sinks it. Bucks up 9. Third quarter, and this is the play of the night. Keep your eye on Giannis. Goes up and throws down the alley-oop. Bucks would go on to win 144-122. And bad news for Packer fans. Star cornerback Jair Alexander being suspended 1 game for what the team calls conduct detrimental to the team. It was reported that Alexander went out to the coin toss this last week, even though he was not a captain for the week. Alexander then almost made a big mistake telling the referee that they wanted to be on defense instead of deferring to the second half. That almost cost the team a full possession, but luckily the ref was nice enough to let Alexander correct himself. Alexander has only played in 6 games this season while dealing with a shoulder injury, and now the NFL's highest paid cornerback will miss yet another game. Coach Matt LaFleur was asked in a press conference if the suspension was only for the coin toss, and he said, quote, "It's never just one thing," unquote. It's been an odd season for Alexander, but LaFleur says he's looking forward to getting him back next week. That's all for sports. We'll be right back.
Ashley's New Year's sale is going on now. Right now, shop Hot Buys for every room of your home and shop new collections with 0% interest through January 2029, in-store only. Celebrate and save today, only at Ashley.
Made in America Showplace Cabinetry is the solid foundation for your new kitchen. Styles and features from simple to spectacular. Showplace offers all the modern features you want. The board store designers delight in helping you choose the cabinets, countertops, sink, backsplash flooring, and lighting that make your dream kitchen a reality. Enjoy peace of mind knowing your kitchen will be installed by the board store's carpenters, plumbers, and electrician. Showplace Cabinets and the Board Store, your winning combination. Get started today.
Hurry in, America. It's time to visit your Ford dealer for the final days of the Make the Holidays Bright sales event. Choose from a large inventory of Ford vehicles equipped with technology and flexibility for any season. It's your last chance to get special offers on our great selection of Ford vehicles. Only during the final days of the Make the Holidays Bright sales event. For a limited time only, get an F-150 XLT with 2.9 financing for 66 months plus an extra $1,000, totaling up to $5,250 in total savings.
When we at Riverbank made our new youth savings account, we wanted to learn more about how kids thought about money. So we went right to the source. Our first question was, what is a loan?
When people leave you alone. Not being friends. When you borrow people's money and then you give them money back. That you at home with no parents.
Riverbank, local banking made simple.
Jolivet Family Farms features one of the area's largest selections of frozen seafood, including king crab legs, lobster tail, shrimp, cod, calamari, alligator, salmon fillets, smelt, and frog legs. Choose from our large selection of fresh fruit and vegetables to complete your restaurant-style dinner prepared at home. Your dinner isn't complete without something from the Jolivet Homemade Bakery. Don't forget a bottle of Door County wine to complete your stay-at-home night out at Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
Make the resolution to get better sleep this new year with a new mattress from Ashley with 0% interest through January 2029 on in-store mattress purchases. Get 50% off select Sealy mattresses or 25% off select Ashley sleep mattresses. Only at Ashley.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Yesterday, the Colombian city of Barranquilla unveiled a 21-foot bronze statue of Shakira to honor the artist. The statue was revealed during an intimate ceremony attended by Shakira's parents in the city where she was born and raised. In a post accompanying the video posted on X, the mayor of Barranquilla praised the artist's unmatched talent and wished for her to continue to be an inspiration for the women and girls of the Caribbean.
Oh, it's beautiful. I love whoever designed it did a great job. It really represents her and her details, of course, the way she's dancing. So I'm not sure exactly who did the design, but that person did a great job. So it's an honor for the city of Barranquilla.
The singer thanked the sculptor Yino Marquez and the students of the District Art School for this example of the enormous artistic talent of the people of my land. We'll be right back.
Become a better you with the help and support of the Y. Whether you're training for a 5K, looking to gain strength, or lose weight, we are here to help. You can be stronger and living better through the help of the Y. Stop by the Y today or visit our website to learn more.
This year, let Ford make the holidays bright. Go over any type of terrain with Ford Bronco Sport.
Hey, Dad.
How's the weather?
All good.
And the Ford Explorer with available seating for 7. And with power on demand in the all-electric Ford F-150 Lightning, well, that's how Ford is making the holidays bright. For a limited time only, get 1.9 financing for 66 months on select Ford SUVs, plus an extra $1,000, totaling $3,250 Flex by Cash.
Holiday Inn Express in Onalaska is your corporate headquarters for all business or personal travel in the Coulee region. Conveniently located within walking distance of 6 restaurants, retail locations, and 3 grocery stores. We are at the hub of your corporate visit. With hot breakfast served daily, meeting rooms for corporate presentations, and a state-of-the-art workout facility. We have everything you need for your next business trip.
Wow, Forest Berry Fudge is amazing. This is melting in my mouth.
Dill pickle? Whoa, that's actually good.
Holy fudge. This is the best thing ever.
Expressions brought to you by Valley Fudge and Candy. Find us in Coon Valley, Wisconsin, or order online today.
Don't let banking be stressful. Union State Bank is a family-owned bank at the forefront of technology. Our mobile app lets you manage your finances on your time. Deposit a check, pay bills, manage your debit card, transfer funds, and receive real-time alerts. We bring banking to the palm of your hand so you can easily track your account wherever life takes you. At one of our locations or on the go, Union State Bank puts you first. Union State Bank, where customers and community come first. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Become a better you with the help and support of the Y. Whether you're training for a 5K, looking to gain strength, or lose weight, we are here to help. You can be stronger and living better through the help of the Y. Stop by the Y today or visit our website to learn more.
All right, light snow will spread across the area, mainly from I-94 south and especially I-90. Some areas north of that may not see much. Rain or snow mix eventually before noon, before it ends in the afternoon. Wet roads. Other than that, maybe a little bit of snow Saturday night. New Year's Eve and New Year's Day still look good. Otherwise, a little colder, but overall, it could be a lot worse for this time of year to see temperatures like that.
Hey, even slight chances of snow, I'll take it. Looks good. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night.